After Isaias, and also with this hot weather, there couldn't be a worse time to be without electricity.
PSEG Long Island reporting almost 16,000 outages still, and says less than 2,000 are related to last week's storm. Orange and Rockland, 145 outages. PSE&G in New Jersey, just over 600. JCP&L reporting almost 1,500 outages. Eversource now reporting under 5,000 customers without power in Connecticut. That is down from around 30,000 this morning. And Con Edison reports more than 3,600 outages and says many of them are not storm-related, but rather due to stress on the system because of all the heat. That is one of the many problems tonight in Woodhaven, Queens, where we find CBS 2's Jessica Layton. Jessica.
You know, Maurice and Christine, it is really unbelievable that a full week after this storm, this car still sits in the middle of 88th Street here in Queens. It is crushed under the weight of this massive tree that came down. Now, the story here is that this was an Uber driver. He jumped out of that vehicle just in time as the tree was coming down. Neighbors say they saw him. He was okay, but they're worried if the rest of this mess isn't cleared up soon, somebody else will get hurt.
But come on, this is New York City. We're living in a third world country right now.
Tempers boiled over in the sweltering sun, and sparks flew quite literally in Woodhaven, Queens Tuesday. A full week after a tropical storm slammed the city, a toppled tree and tangled wires were still taking up the whole width of 89th Avenue, where Alex Guzman lives.
And my children can't even walk and enjoy themselves because this is where we're put them in danger? No, this is unacceptable.
It's a mess around here.
But Maria Colon says perhaps an even bigger problem is that hundreds in this neighborhood are still without reliable power. Since it was restored, it's been sporadic and weak, so they're unable to run the air conditioner during the heat wave.
We have a lot of seniors in the community too, so I don't know how they're handling.
One of those seniors is Kai Colado's grandfather.
He sleeps with like a machine for breathing, so if the power goes out, like that could be bad.
These ladies will tell you it's stifling hot, but every time there's a breeze, wires right above their homes start to crackle.
We've called Con Ed, we called the fire department, and they come, they take pictures, they look, and they leave.
This man in Jamaica called 311 several times a day asking for help after a massive oak tree fell, leaving a hole in his roof, only to get back a report saying he'd get an update from the city in more than 3 weeks.
I couldn't believe it. 23 days? It's unheard of. Come on. Living with your roof on the floor and, you know, thunderstorms are coming.
CBS 2's Marsha Kramer demanded answers from the mayor.
Let me state the obvious. No one should wait 23 days. We can't leave people vulnerable.
And within an hour, city crews were sent to his home.
CBS, it's my favorite news channel.
Back here live at the corner of 89th Avenue and 88th Street, here is another car that was destroyed by this fallen tree, piercing the windows, but it's still sitting exactly where it was a week ago as this storm rolled through. The City Parks Department says after the storm, it got 21,000 calls for help for things like downed trees and other debris. They've got 5,000 more stops to make. Clearly, this is one of them, but no timeline yet for when this will be fixed. We're live in Woodhaven, Queens tonight. Jessica Layton, CBS 2 News.